Hey y'all, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. Really quick, I want to talk about some of the things that are happening. Today is the 22nd, so there's a worldwide global strike right now that Butane called for from the 21st to the 28th. Participate in any capacity that you can. Also today, the United States is bombing Yemen, the capital of Yemen, just now, happening, like right now. Oh, there was something else here in the United States at, what was it, Columbia University, there were two former IOF soldiers who put skunk bombs on pro-Palestinian protesters, like on campus. It is getting zero attention. Niall, get out of there. From any sort of media outlet. And I want to talk about how these things are all related. Let's talk about the escalation that we're seeing, what it means for the world. Okay. So the thing about the IOF is that with Birthright, people from all over the entire world are fighting in the IOF. And these are young people. And I think it's really important to kind of understand how that's going to impact society when they're done carrying out genocide for their, like, extended period of time or whatever, as we just saw here in the United States. And again, it's getting no attention, but the IOF soldiers are taking it into their hands to do those things that they were doing in Palestine over here, not to the same degree, of course, but putting chemical weapons on students at a protest at a college is something that should be getting a little bit more attention. And I think what's interesting, I mean, throughout all of this, the past few months, we've kind of seen the standing of academic institutions, and a lot of academic support for Zionism. Myself, I've experienced this within college setting. Not being bombed, but having Zionists as a professor. Anyway, all this to say is that there is a conversation. I mean, there's so many conversations. There's so many things happening. I know I've been pretty quiet. I'm just trying to share as much information from sources on the ground or relative to that. I'm not comfortable with my quietness either. I haven't really been doing collective coffee, but I don't think that we've been doing some life stuff and stuff, so I'm still paying attention, and that's why I'm here. But hi babe, this kid too, we've been very clingy lately. I have a kid wrapped around my feet. Awesome. I think we just need to think about how every community is going to be impacted by the release and coming home of these IOF soldiers right now, having carried this out. Not only that, but like Israel themselves have been talking about like the mental health crises, the disability, people having amputations and stuff of their own soldiers, friendly fire situations, I guess. Yes, that has been popped. I can't blow that up for you because it's been popped. No. Anyway, I just want to have everybody be aware that we don't know who is in the IOF. We don't know where they're from. We don't know how long they've been carrying out a genocide. We don't know any of these things. And yeah, it's super important to understand that the violence is now going to have an entire ripple effect all over the world as these people, children, kids, young adults, are going back to where their homeland is, if they are, right? I don't know where the balloons are, honey. And also thinking about the generational impact that this is going to have. Like, think about boomers and how boomers were, like, born after World War II. So I know I'm thinking about my grandparents in particular, the things that they thought, carried out, institutions they support, belief systems. So thinking about how these people who are literally carrying out this genocide, I mean, first of all, the total lack of empathy and just like humanity that I've seen from IOF soldiers. But thinking about how those are young people, a lot of young people, and that supremacy that Zionism has indoctrinated these people into, and of course they're carrying that out. This is something I've been thinking a lot about, and I just wanted to get on here because I'm like, you know, not to mention everything happening, just the fascism that is so here and present. I'm going to continue to say it's so important to build locally and network globally in regards to mutual aid, organizing, having safety plans in place. With the pop culture, mass media, pop culture, things that are being introduced, the movies, touched on this before, but Leave the World Behind in the Civil War movie. I saw a little bit more in-depth trailer for the Civil War movie that's coming out in April, and I just want people to be paying attention. That the clip that I just saw, the trailer said that like 18 states had seceded from the United States in the trailer for the movie. This isn't happening in real life, hopefully. And so I know a few months ago we were talking about how the Republicans are trying to get enough states on board to be able to rewrite the Constitution. I don't remember the amount or number of states, but I'm kind of reminded about what civil war really means. It's like governing bodies versus each other, more so, but also with the population, like also towards each other. And I mean, America knows this, right? America is that dichotomy of all of these things. I don't know if this is making sense. I would just say, pay attention. Yemen has written it into their law that the United States, UK, and Israel are terrorist institutions or states or nationals. So it is now, that happened this past week. It is now written into law in Yemen, and today the United States, UK, and Israel are bombing Yemen. So just pay attention, I guess. I don't really have anything new to add. I'm just kind of sharing what I'm seeing and thinking about the impact if we survive this shit, which a lot of us are surviving. That was so rude. You're so little. How does that happen? Anyway, my cat, one of them. So yeah, I would say to just do what you can to feel prepared, in case something catastrophic happens. It's happening every day to a lot of people, right, around the globe. So none of us are obsolete from this. And I would use this time to study or look at what's happening, and do whatever you can to connect the dots. Anything you're seeing that I'm not touching on, you can comment below. We can talk about it. And I have a couple other messages, but those don't feel right for this video. So I'll go ahead and upload another video. I got a really large channel message the other night regarding more like supernatural of what's going on right now. So I'm going to go ahead and share that. But for this one, just pay attention, mostly to not US media. Pay attention to people who are impacted by what's happening right now, and use this time for you and your families to get prepared. I'm going to continue saying that. I'll go ahead and link the Amazon prep list below if you'd like an idea of what to get or include in a little bit longer term prep, right? Not a 72-hour, but things. And remember that what we've seen in Palestine is we've seen an entire collapse of the entire, everything. Economic, medical, academic, historic, right? And the civilians who are impacted we're not able, literally we're not able to prepare anything and now have been displaced. So my suggestion is have a few go bags, have a car prep, have some things at your house, do what you can to ensure that your family can eat, drink water. Like the bombing is just continuing, and the United States is going to get her ass handed to her. It's inevitable. And as a person who lives in here in the United States and talking to folks, I would highly suggest to use this time to do whatever you can to ensure you have things ready for your family. I mean, just in these times of climate crisis as well, weather's crazy, shit's happening all the time, people are constantly evacuating. It's not going to let up. I think that's my main point. Nobody has stepped in to stop this in a way that is tangible. So it's going to continue until these motherfuckers are satisfied with what they have gained. So, all right, have a good one.